everybody, Josh the RV Nerd hanging out in Salt Lake City today with the next member of our Wayfinder Go Play series. This is the 26BH. It's a simple, straightforward, no slide bunkhouse model, double over double bunks, private front bedroom though. And that's the thing. There are so many simple, small, smart appointments on this one. I think this is one of the best no slide family bunkhouse campers I've seen in a very long time. They're extra tall inside, which is great without a slide. It gives you campsite window coverage, which very few RVs do. We've got bedroom breeze across windows, extra tall shower, which a big tall goofball like me certainly appreciates. But it's all the things like we fully privatize the bedroom because this is Bish's own exclusive series of RVs. Basically, our company is called Wayfinder RV, and this is the Go Play member of that. It is a very close cousin to something within like the Jayco family of RVs, like the Highland Ridge family of RVs. And right now, it is a near match for one of those. So we're putting this content out here to show you what we have. And these are available, and actually we have them available to literally be ordered online and then shipped to your preferred Bish's dealership, which is cool. But we will also have multiple stores that just actively stock a bunch of these as well. But by making our own thing and cutting out the middleman, we were able to cut out multiple thousands of dollars off every single one of these. So maybe it's similar to something else, but it doesn't have a price tag like them. It has a better price tag. That's one of the cool things here. It has a big, large front pass-through, enclosed heated belly. They're solar prepped on the roof. We're actually looking at one today where our local store did apply an aftermarket solar package, and currently there's no options on these. They're all going to be like cookie-cutter punch-outs. By building the same thing the same way a bunch of times, we can, get better results from the workforce because they're not confused as to what they're building. And we are looking for your input. What do you like? What do you dislike? What things would you like to see optional or changed or anything? Give me all the good, bad, ugly in between. And there's some things about this that I like, and there's some things about this that I don't. I'll be fair with you as well. We'll meet in the middle, and maybe next year at the next model update cycle, we'll see what we can put together. In the meantime, let's get in there. And apologies for a quick interruption here before we get going much further. The footage that you're watching is from an RV show where we did a little bit of a soft launch on our Go Play series here. And there are some aspects that we already got like a majority input saying you should do this or do that. So the product has actually already begun to evolve in some ways. Like the refrigerator. Originally it was going to be a gas electric two-way fridge with no swaptions. People said, I don't like that. And you will see that some of that will already be changing. So it is very possible when you check out our Wayfinder website, if you see where we have some of these Go Play RVs listed, there may be some pictures and things that will supersede anything that you might see in the footage today and be a little different. So you might hear me say something, and at the time it was true, but since then some things have changed. So keep in mind, you folks are shaping this product. This is an evolving, moving target. We will always do our best to kind of bring you the RV that, frankly, just give the people what they want. Now, what I want to begin with immediately is, let's just get this out of the way. We are not reinventing the wheel with this floor plan, with this camper. We are not trying to do something that's never been done before. What we tried to do with this is just do it a little bit better than you usually find it. And I think one of the major areas where we've differentiated this product right here is the fact that you have a full-on bedroom privacy wall. I love that mirror there. I like the total separation. Most builders who build this, because it is a no-slide model, it can feel a little bit more confined. Most builders who build a floor plan like this, they will do kind of like an open concept bedroom so that you can see more negative space. But that doesn't always mean that it's the more functional option. You know, we wanted to have one of the most functional series of trailers out there we possibly could. Now, other than the window in the door, which to be fair, you can always have the screen door, like any window you see is going to open for airflow. That is obviously a full window where you're spying on some people like some creepy candid camera over here. But the fact is you could always pop a privacy shade in that. And this is not a model, this is not a series or size of camper where I expect everybody's gonna wanna sit inside and watch TV all day. But from the couch or from the dinette seat that faces toward the back of the RV, the one that's closest to us, the entertainment setup on this wouldn't be bad. But you're also going to see if you're stuck inside on a rainy day, there's some awesome, ways to help keep the kids' devices charged up to keep them entertained a little bit. Speaking of that, down there under that table you see set of household outlets, and there's a lot of things I really like on this camper. Like, it is carpetless, it is ventless flooring, it's pet friendly and easy cleaning. there's a couple small little things I would really like to personally see changed. 3 items in particular, and I hope you appreciate, even though this is our exclusive branded trailer, I'm still trying to be fair. I'm trying to show you what's good and maybe something you might not like about it. One thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see a big old shoe garage cut right into the back of that dinette so you can walk in and collect the cutter. Yeah, okay, cut the clutter and cut the clutter. Whoever the clutter is, he's about to get cut, ladies and gentlemen. But my point is you can keep the shoes out of the way. The number 2 thing that I would personally change are these pedestal-style dinette legs because they're knee knockers for somebody like me. And I would flip that out to some kind of free-floating thing. But with a screwdriver and like $40 off Amazon for the legs, I could do that myself. One of the things I personally really like about this is the fact that it's 6'9" tall inside. I really like that because it means bigger cabinets. And look at this. Notice how we made the conscious decision. Let's pull those cabinets all the way up to that front wall right there. A lot of manufacturers will stop right where the kitchen counter stops. Then there's just this big dead space where there's no storage, there's no nothing. It's just wasted air. And every single thing we did on this RV, we wanted it to mean something, to be something. Now, right now, these are 0 options. They're basically going to come as you see them with the exception of the solar stuff that I'll clarify later. So currently, that means the gas electric 2-way fridge is the only thing here. So I suppose I actually personally have 4 things. I'd like to see a 12-volt fridge become available. I'd like to see a solar package become available. And with what we're going to talk about in the bedroom, I guess I have 5 things I would personally change on this. But that's the thing. This is a product that we want you to chime in on. We want you to give us your input, and we can't do everything to please everybody. But if we can get enough people saying the same thing, nodding in the same direction, we can make changes to this the next update cycle that will reflect what you're looking for. So, you help shape and guide this one's destiny, basically, folks, with your comments. Now, up top here, household and USB plugs, and you see the same thing in the lower bunk. I'm not sure which Care Bear that is over there. But again, remember, all the windows do open for airflow. I don't have the shade pulled on that because it just conveniently doesn't open for air. It still does. I need to double check my spec sheet. I think these are 300-pound rated bunks. Apologies if I missed that or anything. Now, something that's not super obvious, there's actually a huge chunk of storage under here. Let me see if I can do it with one chicken arm. Look at that. Look at that big old massive trunk of storage. I could also see somebody maybe popping that face panel off right there, and that could be a place for a cat litter box, a little doggy bed place for a small dog. I think a big dog could probably hunker down in there as long as they weren't enclosed. I would never obviously recommend enclosing an animal in a space like that. Air conditioner. When you're in a 26-foot air quote, so this is probably 29 feet 11, it's like 30 feet tip to tail, but when you're in a 26 bunkhouse, sometimes you get central air, sometimes you don't. Considering the privatization of the bedroom specifically, and of course the bathroom, because the last thing you want is the bathroom heating up on you, we thought central air that was a smart place to spend some money on this one. Now moving back, this does have a split bath where the bathroom sink is outside of the actual bathroom itself. Some people dislike that. They dislike the fact that they have to touch a doorknob with their bathroom hands before they can come out and wash their bathroom hands. That doesn't necessarily bother me. I like the idea that, like, if my kid or my wife, or if I'm in there, they can be out here and still brush their teeth, wash their hands, whatever the case may be. And I love the fact that it's a full Lipitor storage galorage cabinet on the wall and not just a mirror glued against the wall paneling. It's just little details like that I appreciate. Like the fact that, like our kitchen, our bathroom counters, they're all that thermofoil sealed edge stuff. Now, I've personally camped in the Jayco version of this a lot, and the bathroom, it's perfectly adequate. It's exactly what I need out of a camper. I'm not personally, living in something like this. I don't need any more than this bathroom offers. And I think the decision to merge the skylight and the power vent fan to kind of give you a 2-in-1, which reduces the number of holes in the ceiling, frankly, I'm very much in favor of that. And if you want a big vent fan upgrade, oops, I forgot that door was open down there. Never mind that. You saw nothing. Good thing it's not getting broadcast out to everybody or anything like that. What I was getting at, if you want a bigger vent fan upgrade,
The dollar for dollar nerd preferred recommendation on that. And understand, I'm not sponsored by these guys. I don't do sponsored content. This is something I truly believe in personally. Are the Hengs Vortex fans. That's Hengs. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar. They're like a quarter of the cost of a Max Air, and they're 95% as good. It wins for me every time. Now, up top here, taking a look at the storage. This is all pocket screwed cabinetry. Down below here, obviously, the dinette folds into a sleeper, and we have storage below that, although I would like that one side to be a shoe garage. But as we start cruising through this kitchen, it's the smart details, like a place for the wastebasket under the sink. There is a little bit of Foot Locker storage under that jackknife sofa, but again, you've got that cabinet that goes all the way up to the bedroom privacy wall there. And normally it would make the RV look smaller, but I really think that mirror helps. But the problem is, I try to pretend I'm a vampire who has no reflection when I make my videos because I feel like it's annoying and distracting, and I don't like how I look on camera. So that's just, me and my life. But the fact is that mirror really helps this one look and feel a lot bigger. And again, something that is so rare, and this is not exclusive. Again, not a single thing in this RV has reinvented the wheel. But the fact that we fully privatized this bedroom, I think, is a really nice distinction. TV hookups on the wall over there, I kind of feel like they would have been better placed on the wall over here, but neither here nor there. You might notice that has a solar charge controller. Ours will not. So the local store does a lot of Boondock Solar customers, and they proactively install a lot of solar packages and RVs that they sell, including this one, obviously. So by default, this will be prepped for roof solar. But again, by default, initially, no options. Oops, sorry, I'm punching the camera. I'm so sorry. As we better learn exactly what it is you would like, we are going to start, opening certain doors smartly, intelligently. You've got your dual hanging wardrobes. I'm not a super fan of the open cabinet above the bed, but I think that was probably a price sensitivity thing. And this is the number 5 thing right here. Of my 3 things that I would change, we're now up to 5. That's a short queen. Now, I've camped in one of these in a 264 Jago with a short queen. And yeah, my feet hang off the end of the bed. And I struck a deal with the Bed Goblin Union that they'd leave me alone while I'm camping, so they don't rip my toes off when they're hanging off the edge from under the sheets. It's scary, but they've honored their end of it, so I'm confident they'll continue to do that. I would prefer that to be a true queen. The RV'd have to get 6 inches longer. I feel like it would be well worth it. You could squeeze a true queen in here if you were willing to sacrifice a little bit of walk-around space. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Speaking of what you're looking for, under the bed, full storage, albeit without gas struts. And once again, I hope you appreciate the fact that as proud as I am of this, I still see areas where I feel this could be improved. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I really want to hear from you. Where do you think this thing could be improved? How do you think this one could be better? Because again, every year we are going to continue to fine-tune this differently and differently to make it the way you want it.
One of the other really excellent qualities on this RV is the towability factor of this one. Without a slide adding a bunch of weight, first of all, slides add a bunch of cost too. Slides also add a lot of room, which is great. And if you like what you see here, but you're like, I would really like a slide out, take a look at something like our 26 BHS Go Play Wayfinder. Now, some simple, smart things, like every single trip, you're going to need to use your tongue jack. So a power tongue jack makes sense. We didn't want to go cheap chintz where it doesn't make sense, That's just silly. 30-pound propane tanks instead of 20s is incredibly uncommon. Frankly, most fancy pants, high-budget laminated RVs, they're still 20-pound propane tanks, so this is giving you more of that propane time. We have magnet holdbacks for the baggage doors. They are the more conventional butterfly latches, the twist latches right now, but again, this Go Play series is the more simple series. As we start getting the flashier, fancier things, you will see maybe some slam latches coming into play. Good size power awning on this. I a lot of times when I start hearing budget friendly or budget focused, I start seeing some really crappy awning coverage. Notice another thing I love about this is how the entry door is dead in the middle of that awning. So that is like one of the most rainy day friendly family ways to go camping right here, because it's a no slide camper. So if it's raining and you're stuck inside, you're gonna be going crazy most of the time. Having this space out here where you can walk in and out and not get spritzed in the face, well, that's kind of nice. The outside speakers are up high, so you can crank it up to 11 and blow the neighbors away with your I don't know. What are you listening to right now? For whatever reason, when I go camping, I always flip on the old country playlist like when I was growing up, even though I do tend to listen to more rock music myself. That does remind me, one time Got No Shame by Brother Kane came on, so I put it on infinite repeat, and after 4 days of playing, my neighbor threw a brick through my window so they could hear it louder. They liked that song so much. It was crazy. Notice how the windows are all tinted as well. It helps keep both the sunshine and the nosy neighbors out. Anybody ever met that seasonal lady where, like, if you flip a cup of water on the ground, she opens her window and peeks through the shade? She's like, "You're not supposed to put water on the ground!" It's like, yes, ma'am, I know, thank you. We'll be all right. The world's going to keep on turning. It's just a little bit of high-quality H2O. We are prepped and ready for a backup camera, all LED tail and marker lights. A full walk-on roof with a PVC roof membrane means reduced maintenance and upkeep. You notice how we did go ladder prepped? Some people like it on built-on ladder. Some people don't want a ladder on so the kids aren't climbing up and down and in between and everything else and whatnot. So we felt that was kind of a good in-between, especially here in a more budget-focused camper. But again, your feedback will help us shape this over time. Now over here on the driver's side of the RV, or as it is scientifically known in the Webster dictionary, the poop side, because this is where we have all the sewer hookups. Almost said solar. Nope. Something entirely different, as a matter of fact. This is a single-headed sewer monster. It has just the one sewer outlet right there. And this is simple, but again, the whole RV is simple, smart, straightforward. Just a little enclosed water docking station, something you can hook up your city water, fill your tanks. You've got a full hot cold outside utility shower there. One other thing I really wanted to point out on this is the fact that while not like going to be some mega insulated extended 4 seasons camper like so many RV companies want to overpromise and underdeliver, this does have an enclosed and forced air heated belly just to keep you a little bit more comfortable in the spring and the fall extended seasons. So what do you think? Like I said when we began here, it is very similar to some things that are out there right now, but the longer this product is out there and the more feedback you give us, the more we will be able to shape and evolve this together. It's maybe one of the first RV brands out there that is like almost purely driven by consumer input. What you're looking for, we want to try to provide. Now, a quick little note. I'm aware, again, it's a simple, straightforward camper, not a glamper. The Go Play is the first member of our Wayfinder RV series. We're going to have different brands, basically, coming out over time. Some will be laminated, some will be swankier. This is for Larry Lunchbucket and Jane Sixpack. Like, dude, I camp a couple times a year. I don't want to go broke doing this. What do you got for me? That is a monster value camper. So when people ask me sometimes, Josh, what are you camping? For the longest time, I camped in a Jayco 264, which is basically the same floor plan as this. I could see myself in one of these. This is my style of camping. I don't want big entertainment centers. I don't want mega flat screen TVs. I just want a place to sleep my family, take a shower, and then go outside. Like things like that big awning right here. This one nails everything I'm looking for. It is all feature, no fluff, and I'm happy for it. Let me know what you think. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.